So I'm blue, these niggas look up to. This that type of shit we blow them blood to. Proceed in the cut. So I'm blue, these niggas look up to. This the type of shit that all my niggas blow.
We out here with motherfucking ear hustlers. It's Pat Ryan Squad.
So Pat Ryan, first, just tell us a little bit about yourself, man. You know, where you from?
I'm from New Orleans. A lot of niggas don't know that shit, but I moved to Texas with like Hurricane Katrina and all that shit. So we just never went back. We just stayed out here. Honestly, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's where. That's the only reason why I'm here in Texas too.
Yeah.
We had to evacuate the night before because my mom, she was wanting to stay.
We left the night before, bro.
And she was like, "Nah."
Half of my family stayed and half of my family left, bro. And like that shit was just crazy.
Hey, well that's great. I mean, I'm glad you came here because made a name for yourself out here in
low
Dallas.
key. Yeah, I honestly, and like as much as a music history I feel like New Orleans have, like Dallas, it's funny because I don't feel like I would be able to make a name in New Orleans like I'll be able to make a name out here. It's because Dallas is trying to build a music scene and, you know, trying to create the music history and shit. But like out there, they already have a tradition of just like, it's only jazz or, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know.
And do you think you would have been in a different place if you would have stayed in New Orleans?
I'd probably be dead, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd probably be dead or some shit. I wouldn't be here
I know.
doing this shit, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I tried to tell my mom. I was like, man, if we would have stayed in New Orleans, shit, I probably would have had dreads and gold teeth.
Right, because I had the fro, you know what I'm saying?
I was just close to having dreads. My mom came in the room and was like,
yeah,
boy, take them dreads out. You know? But other than that, so why rap, though? Why not try to find a different job or something?
It's stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like, since like 5, I've been writing music. Like, I've been like performing in front of my family since like 5. Like, me and like my older cousins and shit. Every like family gathering, like, we're literally like, we'll have a song ready. One of my cousins on the little board, the little DJ board. Another cousin, you know what I'm saying, on the drums, and like I'm rapping. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it kind of like, it just stuck. And then like once I got to high school, like it was just like, damn, I'm rapping for people. All these people gravitating towards me and shit. It's just like, you just keep it going.
Did you ever feel pressure when you was around family to go
Man,
hard?
I still feel pressure now. Like, it's just like being halfway famous type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like halfway just normal ass civilian, living a normal ass life. Like that shit is weird sometimes.
Oh yeah. So who do you think influenced you then?
More than anybody, of course, Lil Wayne, Currency, Kid Cudi, shit, Kanye. Niggas won't say it, Drake.
I mean, it gotta
shit,
be Drake.
I don't know, Jeffrey. Shit, if we really gonna like really break it down, I have a lot of influences. I have a lot of influences. Kendrick, not to just be mainstream, but I like Ghostman, Puya. Like, them niggas just so free. Like, I feel like them niggas are like real artists. Anything they come to their mind, they can make a song about. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas have no boundaries on like what they can do with their artistry type shit. So that shit is inspiring. Like, to just be like,
you can make a song about anything.
About anything. And that shit is a hit.
And that's what it's about. I mean, being able to be versatile in your music. You know, you can make a party song, but then you need to be able to turn around and make a song that got some bars. Got some too.
Yeah, got some content.
Like, yeah. So, and you know, I can definitely hear the Wayne in your songs because, you know, you got the punchlines and
just the attitude,
the flow and shit. Yeah,
the like arrogance or just like that nigga Wayne, like, nigga, I'm the shit, nigga, like, nigga. The way he spit to you, the way he come on the track, you just like, bro, like, that nigga has a unique mind. Like, it's just.
Oh yeah, that's true. So who validated your music to you? Like, who came up to you and was like, Pat Ryan, you going hard, man. You know, like, keep it up. You know.
more than anybody, and I hate to sound like stereotypical, my mom, because like when I used to write bars and shit, you know, the typical like fuck a nigga bitch, you know, such and such and such. Like she would hear all that, and she would hear like my good punchlines within, and I like this or I like that, but you sound like everybody else when you say this or that, and like that shit hit me. So it's just like I'm going to be original. I force myself to just be original, and like my mom know for a fact every single thing I've ever written, I've ever put out on a song, I live that shit, I done that shit, I do that shit, and it's just like it's me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she know, for her to just know, damn, everything he's saying is authentic, and this nigga got subject matter, and he got, you know what I'm saying? Like, just enlightening material within it as well. It's talking about his lifestyle and glorifying everything he does. Like, I just know my mom understand that shit more than anybody else could see, like, or who, you know, like, would make me feel solidified with my music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure with your mom, like, listening to your music and everything, that makes you want to go even harder, because it's like, you know, I'm gonna prove to her that I can make good music. You know, people gonna really fuck with it. So, what is your motive in the mornings? You know, when you wake up, you say, I'm about to write, or how do you go about, you know, getting ready to put together a song?
My motive every day, honestly, is to gain some type of stimulating material that just makes my brain feel like, damn, I learned this today, or damn, I experienced this today. It could be something small, spending time with my little brother, just little shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like something that stimulates my mind to like, damn, I'm doing something resourceful. I'm doing something with a cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that usually like, it's like, damn, I'm feeling this productive. I might as well write a song. Nothing is in my mind like antagonizing me. Like, damn, I'm lazy, or I'm too high, or like when I know I'm doing something productive, or I know I gained something worth substance, that shit drives me to go do something new. Cause it's just like I learned that I could, you know.
Yeah.
But
was there anyone you looked up to like that help motivate you to go even harder?
This guy right here. Yeah, cause it's like
this is the Daily Ooze. If y'all haven't checked it out yet, y'all need to check him out on Twitter.
Daily Ooze, Roman Rose. We out here for Dallas, always out here for Dallas. And this man freaking power on when I first met him. Just like I was gonna throw the show, I wanted Pat on there. I was like, damn, I really fuck with your music. And then we just built a genuine, organic relationship from that. I remember the first show I went out to go watch him at. It was at Plenty of Water. There was only 20 people there, bro. We were literally at a garage. There was only 20 people there. I was still, everybody, the vibes were crazy. You could still feel the energy. And then literally a couple months later, freaking Smokers Club picks it up, and now he's flying out to New York to go do a show in front of how many? 5,000?
It was like, I think it was 2,500, maybe
2,500 people, bro. Open up for A$AP Rocky and Joey Badass. So it's like, you see it, man. You see when an artist knows the business side and the artistic side of it. And once you get that, that's a full package right there, man.
That was something I would say that also like kind of solidified me. I'd say not just because of like the artist on the show, but for just kind of having that experience. Like, damn, I experienced that. You know what I'm saying? Like this big ass show. Like I'm here. I'm the first nigga on the lineup. I'm the first, you know, opening in front of all these people. Like, just like, I don't know. This shit was just crazy to me. That shit was absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And with that, I bet it made you feel like even more special, because it's like, damn, you know, it gotta mean something that I'm first, you know?
Literally.
Yeah.
And then it was just like how am I even, like I never been to New York, never had plans to go to New York, you know what I'm saying? Don't have money to live in New York. So it's just like, just even being out there, being in the atmosphere, just seeing all the wealthy people around you, and just being mixed in with just so many different cultures and shit. Yeah. And you just see like, I feel like New York is like a fucking board game, bro. Like, honestly, bro,
like the game Monopoly.
like everybody is on this fucking thing called time, bro. Like, you can just see people have to get to where they're fucking going out there. Bro, I done got bumped so many times. Like, niggas just keep moving. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's just, I don't know. That shit opened my eyes. Like, a lot.
To a whole new arena, I bet. You probably picked up.
Because I've traveled places. Like, I've been to Florida. I've been to Cali. But it's just like New York just had a whole different, like, it was like, bro, these are human beings out here, like, robot. You know, like, I don't know that shit.
They on the mission. They focused. So the next thing, in music, whenever you're working with someone or someone's trying to reach out to you to do music, what do you look for in the artist that's like, okay, I'm really about to, you know, mess with them, or I'm just looking for business? You know, what's the okay that, you know, you can work with them?
Quality. Lil Sega is a prime example. Like, that been my homie for like well over a year, and it's just like, we try to do songs, but just like the song we got, it just came together. It was like, it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it's a quality song. We putting it out. Like, I just look for quality with whoever I work with. Does the song correlate with my fan base and your fan base? Does it even make sense? Or are we doing it just because I have clout and you have clout?
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like that's how most niggas move nowadays, but I feel like the most quality moves is just like making songs that correlate with people of your fan base and your, you know, that caters to your audience. But
right.
That's how I go about choosing to work with other people and shit like that. Like Ease, like, that man listened to the same type of beats I listen to. Like, we listen to the same type of music and shit.
And you can see it in the music, how well y'all tracks are together.
Yeah.
So how did you meet Ease?
Twitter.
Was that recently or probably a while
it was
ago?
like a couple years ago, but I heard his song, he heard my song, I followed him, he followed me. I literally tweeted his lyrics and he tweeted mine like a couple weeks later, so we knew we was listening to each other.
Yeah.
We just met up, made a song. Literally, Pre-Roll's the first song we ever made.
And that went pretty hard too.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the video for that?
Dance Daily did the video. Shout out Daily, because that nigga is out here eating. I seen his video on Fader today. Shout out Ty Harris. Dallas is out here eating. Shit is crazy. Niggas is on Fader.
I know. I saw that earlier today. I was like, wow,
yeah,
that's next level right there.
That's inspiring.
Is there any local artists that, you know, you listen to that maybe don't no one really know about, or you think should have a little bit more appreciation?
The 6th grade. That nigga, bro. The 6th grade. Please. The 6th grade. Pirates.
Oh, it's good. Still got
man. It's honestly, alright, Old Dirty, shit, Trip, AK, the whole Buddha Stoops, really. Like, I fuck with them niggas. Let me see, who else from Dallas is really who I listen to?
Did you say AJ?
Oh man. Bro, Auntie AJ the hardest nigga in Dallas. Period.
Facts.
Don't at me. That nigga's the hardest nigga in Dallas. On Twitter and on SoundCloud.
What's a song you like by him?
Fuck white people.
That's the hardest song.
That hoe is hard. Yeah, that hoe is hard.
That's cool.
That nigga is crazy. He next level.
Go listen to Auntie AJ. All his music hard.
Yeah,
Low key. Shout out Trash Dallas.
Hilarious. Alright, so at the level you're at right now, you know, you're like in the middle stage between getting ready to blow up or just reach your max. You know, where do you think you're at in music right now?
I feel like I don't even have an album out yet. Really. Shit, truly. Flocane 2 is all stolen beats off YouTube. So, I mean, if that got me here, I can only imagine me being in the studio with all the top producers, all the top engineers. You know what I'm saying? Like, those little factors, I feel, play a pivotal role in the artist's career. I haven't had none of that shit. And like the album that I'm sitting on right now, This Time Last Year is the name of it. Like I executively produced it. If you really want to look at it, like I picked out every single producer. You know what I'm saying? I sent them the samples that I wanted sampled. I sent, you know what I'm saying? Just like all that shit. So I feel like if I had the actual in-house studio to where I could be in the studio with the producers and make that shit on the spot, it's like, bro, I feel like I would transcend everybody out right now. But I don't have those resources, so I try to do that and try to think that shit through with the resources I have now, with the producers in Dallas that I have now. Shout out my producer Desi Andretti. He the nigga that made Pack, Psilocybin. Like we got so many hits and they all sound, Yeah. I'm trying to do like Wiz and Cardo. How they, I'm trying to have that with Desi because that nigga just, as far as production, he make the beats I listen to. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, it's basically your particular style.
My exact style. And
so when someone hears a track by someone else, they be like, nah, that's
what I'm trying to get it. Yeah, because anytime I hear Cardo working with anybody else, like I just automatically like, damn. I just kind of think of him and Wiz, how him and Wiz connected more than any other person, type shit. But I don't know. It's just a theory.
Yeah, so who's your favorite producer, if you have any?
My favorite producer, I would say K Tronada, Tyler the Creator, Pharrell, Kanye, Kid Cudi. Kid fucking Cudi is my favorite producer, honestly. Kevin Parker from Tame Impala. Man, I got a lot of favorite producers, bro.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
I know
like that nigga just, that fucking synth, whatever that high pitch frequency noise. Did he create that sound or something? Like I don't know.
Got that from like Parliament.
Man, yeah, that sound and Tyler. That's why I like Tyler beats so much. He had that same sound, but it's like distorted. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like distorted.
It's kind of like eerie.
Yeah,
it's like a hippie version, or like a hipster version of Dre type shit.
It really is.
Very West
like,
Coast.
That shit is hard. He's from LA too, so that shit is hard to me.
Yeah. Is there any place that you're thinking about moving to, maybe in the future, or you think you like Dallas?
I definitely love Texas. San Marcos, if anything. San Marcos has like, if we talk about just Texas, just for the vibes, the culture, free-minded people. But like, I like Denver, Colorado Springs is nice. Anywhere in Orange County, Cali. Honestly, New York, that shit just too expensive. That shit is too. It's ridiculous.
There's a lot of artists who like to move to Atlanta. Would you think you'd be interested in doing it?
No. Not at all.
That's perfectly fine.
Not at all. But I definitely see why a lot of niggas do. But like, no, they could keep it.
Yeah.
They could keep it.
All right. So, how will you know that you've made it in the music industry? Like, what will you be doing when you realize, like, you know what, I've officially done it?
Man. See, that could be a lot of things. I mean, number one, I feel like the fucking bank account has to like be smiling at me or some shit. Because like, I mean, you could have any accomplishment in the world, but like, if that shit's not generating you money at the end of the day, and you gotta do some shit you don't want to do to get money, like life is not fulfilled for you. So I feel like when I'm making money off my music and I don't have to do nothing else in the world, I make enough money where I can pay all my bills off music. That will like solidify me as being successful. Everything else is just an accolade or an award. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it.
Do you think once you got to that point, what kind of music do you think you'll be making? Do you think you'll be making music more for like your crowd now, or kind of for the audience that's more into like mainstream type tracks?
See, I think it got to be balanced, depending on where you want to go as an artist. I feel like Wiz doesn't cater to his core following at all anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, practically, maybe sometimes, maybe on some singles. But as far as projects, at all, he's just an icon. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's then transcended
yeah.
from his
like
base.
Wiz finessed us with Cabin Fever. He made us think he was gonna do trap beats. He finessed us with Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever 2 ain't sound shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was nice, but it wasn't like we wanted trap beats. Cabin Fever is trap beat Wiz. Yeah.
The heart of the Taylor gang.
Yeah, like he finessed us. But I ain't mad. But like I feel like you just gotta balance it out. I feel like if Wiz drop another tape tomorrow that sound like pushing orange juice, that nigga would be right back in that light like niggas was, you know? Honestly, but I don't know. Too much corporate interest in your music is gonna destroy it, I feel. That's my opinion. Too much corporate interest in your music, more than your artistry, it will destroy you. Just looking at other artists out.
Was there anyone you maybe wanted to work with in the future, or anyone you want to work with right now?
Man, I want to work with Lil Wayne. That would just be like on some like neighborhood dream type shit, like. And I want to work with Spitta. I want to work with. I don't know if I could do a song with Kid Cudi, but if like I can get some production from that nigga or some shit, or like I don't know, but.
What about Tyler? I feel like you and Tyler would make a pretty dope track.
Yeah.
If I can get that nigga to rap on that boom bap shit he be doing, like if I can get him to really rap, yeah, Tyler.
I know that's
Tyler for sure.
All right, so what's coming up for you in the music? Whether it's concerts,
new album. I'm gonna do like a project release party. That's what I've been planning. That's kind of what I'm waiting on. But like my new album, gonna be some shows. Trying to do some independent shows, self-invested shows. Trying to start my own company. So just small things like that is what I'm trying to pick at as far as like my next moves in my artistry. Cause I feel like that's all. Look at Chance the Rapper. That's all you can do at this point. How is he maintaining being unsigned? How is he maintaining the paperwork? How is he maintaining the tour scheduling? How is he maintaining the booking? People calling all the venues and all that shit. You gotta think about all the different things. How is he maintaining all this and he hasn't signed to anybody? He putting the right people in the position to manage these things and to take care of those affairs for him and paying them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the only way I feel empowered as an artist, to where I can make moves and like all my shit legit. All around the board, and I don't have to sign to nobody. I'm not dependent on in advance or like some dumb shit. Because I feel like how else people yell Illuminati this, Illuminati that, all that shit. But it's like how else is these niggas controlling you? If you know what I'm saying, like other than you not being on your shit and having all your shit taken care of. Even Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
like,
that's a terrible situation.
He wasn't on his shit. He got all his shit tied up with one person. Even Drake has his publishing with Republic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got his deal through Cash Money, got his publishing through Republic, a whole nother label. So he's just like, just looking at little shit. That's why Drake been able to drop music, how he's been able to drop music. And ain't have to worry about nothing.
Whenever he feels
You don't
like
see him complaining about Birdman. You know what I'm saying? He getting his check and that's it. So it's just like, just little things on like how to be empowered as an artist. I've been studying, and like that's gonna be lead up to all my next moves in music.
Okay, so what is some advice that you would give yourself for the future?
Man,
like if you can look at yourself and say you went down the wrong path, or you just need a little bit more motivation.
I feel like I would tell myself, stop being fucking lazy. really, because I could be so much more productive, but like I just don't care sometimes. Or I feel like I'm overworking myself, or I don't know. I be having too many thoughts, but to stop being lazy, because I feel like that's the only thing that holds me back. Other than that, I have no kind of stipulations that would alter anything I'm doing, you know. But
well, that's good. Okay. So one thing I was thinking about was your new track. Well, not the new one with Sega, but
psilocybin.
yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce it,
Yeah,
honestly. Because I'm like, I see it, I know what it is, it go hard, but
Yeah, psilocybin. It's a compound found in hallucinogenic mushrooms, and like it's basically what makes you trip. You know, it's like a key component, and like scientists have found it to be like an enzyme for like cognitive activity, meaning brain function. You know what I'm saying? It helps your neurotransmitters and like your serotonin and like the way it's rewired and shit, like which causes you to hallucinate. You know, gives you a visual experience. Basically, that's the science of tripping. And like, I just wanted to incorporate that element and make it sonic, make a whole song about it, like, so people can start tripping more. Maybe to my music more, for one, and then like just in general. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, that track, that sounds like a radio song, you know, something that people can play, you know, just anytime.
It's funny because we was just talking about that shit today. Like, I was like, I feel like that's probably like one of my only almost radio songs, but like still fits my core element as far as the production, Desi Andretti beat, you know, like the content. I'm talking about drugs, you know, that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. But,
okay. So, do you have any upcoming tracks with Ease? Because it seems like everybody likes a Pat Ron Ease track, you know what I mean?
Nah, me and Ease beefing, bro. We're not dropping no more music, bro. We're not dropping no more music.
It can't be.
It's never happening. Fuck that nigga Ease. Yeah, that's how I'm coming.
Oh my god. Well, I really hope that ain't the case. But, you know, hopefully some new music coming from you too in the future.
For sure.
And maybe a couple videos or something.
Yeah, we definitely see. It's hard. It's just harder to do videos because like that shit is just a little bit more expensive and like a little bit more time consuming. So like I'm just kind of free flow with the videos, but I do feel like I do need to bring my fan base to YouTube because that shit actually pays, unlike SoundCloud. And then like it's just like YouTube is, you know, it's YouTube. So it's just like if I can get all my fans there, I feel like that shit would help. But like I don't know, visuals though, visuals definitely. I need to work on visuals.
Okay, so that pretty much wraps up our interview. We're gonna go ahead and cut to Pat Ron's performance or short little freestyle video. Okay.
Good. All right.